What's up, guys? It is Liam here from CodeWallGaming.
And I'm Reed from GoCinematic.
Alright, and we're going to be playing some Saints Row 4 today. Just picked it up. We're doing the character customization part 1. Just the physical appearance. Now, this game is kind of different than the previous games where they would do character customization. This one, they kind of do like magazines. They're going with the whole presidential theme with your main character. So you kind of pick like a base magazine for your starting character and then work from there. As you can see, I couldn't figure that out at first, and I spent a good minute flipping through.
I was watching you look through these, and I wanted you to slow down because I actually wanted to read what the covers had to say.
They were probably funny, and I didn't think to do that. So, as you can see, I went with the absolute first, most basic choice you can. The near lookalike from the game trailers to begin with.
Pretty much is.
I think the first thing I did is I looked, and I'm like, alright, you can be male or female again, and then immediately made no effort to kind of see what they both look like. Same thing with race.
Right there. Just popped open a do. I mean, you told me that this video was going to be a long one, so I'm going to need it.
We're going to be here for a while.
Let's make him ripped out the ass.
Absolutely. I think you were saying when we were doing this that it was funny how the more body he built, he kept his muscles and everything. There was no change for like a good minute.
Yeah, you could put the fat on to 100% and he'd still have a six-pack. I mean, I don't think that's physically possible.
I don't know, he does it. It's Saints Row. Have you ever taken it seriously?
No, but you shouldn't take it seriously.
Alright.
It's not meant to be.
I always like seeing this page is when they're doing the skin colors. There's a good... just all the shades on this one screen alone, and then it clearly scrolls down for a while. They sit here and they come up with all these possible colors you can make your guy. Some of which, like this, are just ridiculous.
I don't know about you, but I could not play the game through looking like that metallic green the entire time. It would bug me out.
I probably wouldn't be able to look at myself. Although, in some cutscenes, it'd be kind of funny, but...
oh, it'd be funny, but playing the game, it'd be distract me the entire time.
And you tried that once when you picked up Saints Row 1 for the first time.
Yeah, I made my guy incredibly fat, gave him a weird skin color.
And yeah, I think, what'd you get, like 3 missions deep, and you're like, I can't do this.
Yeah, no, I started over and just made a regular character.
Oh, man. Body mask. The tan wasn't as detailed as you would think unless you set it to, like, bikini tan thong, in which case there's this thin line running down your back you can barely see. But other than that, I was like,
You kind of got to look a little closely to catch it.
This here, I was deciding, I'm like, do I want to make that guy look young, like he's got a lot of like energy to him, or do I want to make him look like he's been around doing this for a long time?
Well, I don't know what the year spacing on this game is, but he claims that he was just a kid in #1, so I think he'd be a little older in this one.
Apparently, my guy's only 23, which you know, the president. Only 23. I don't think that's even legal in this country. No.
It's not. You gotta be 35.
Yes. My sex appeal through the roof. Oh, this was when I couldn't figure out what was changing, and you were like, you don't see the bulge?
Yeah, I could see it. I was like, jeez.
And right here, this would be, you're not even physically, scientifically a male anymore. And then this would be the alpha male.
Sex appeal's through the roof right now.
It is a toned bulge. What'd I go? Did I go with 100? I think I did. I think I wanted to be the perfect specimen.
Staring at it a little too long.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
I think you were just figuring out what happened at that point when you were playing this.
I was spinning him around like, oh!
Let's hope that's what was going on.
Usually in games, I like to skip by this section entirely. I don't put a lot of time into, like, scars, markings, warts, and crap like that. I'm really not.
I like to give my character a couple scars. It makes him a little more badass.
Well, I guess you put more time into this than I do.
Just a couple scars doesn't, you know. I mean, I'm in and out of these things. I go into the category, I pick what I want really quick. You go back and you will change something and put it back again and just go back and forth with it.
Exactly.
I was watching you do this for a while last night.
That's exactly why this video is so long and why there's parts to it. You wanted me to go with the red eyes. I was just looking through all of them. I think the white and the black one.
I was thinking red or yellow.
I think I ended up going with the red one, which is what I did in the third game. Although, one thing you have to accept in this series is that when you finally figure out, you know, you get confirmation in every game that you are the same person, but it's kind of hard to accept the way they play out these stories and the scenes that the characters interact with each other. It's just hard to believe sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't think that really matters. It's just the fun of being able to create your own character.
I'm just saying, last game I was a chick. A hot chick at that. That
So
was
you-
my hair. We just passed it right there.
So you had a lifestyle change.
I had a whole
well.
lifestyle change. I got better,
Bit of a
actually,
sex
as
change.
a person.
I mean, master of the Saints crew, I'm guessing you have enough money to do whatever the hell you want. You want a sex change? Get a sex change.
I have a lot of money. If anything, I'm the president. I might not.
Well, now you are in this game.
Oh yeah, and this. Well, before I borrowed money. Borrowed money is what we're gonna say. I was going through the hair, and I think I pretty much just kind of. Like at no point did I think I found the hair I wanted early on, and I was just like, kind of humoring myself going through everything. I'm like, oh, I know what I'm sticking with.
Yeah,
There were a
you
lot
did.
of girl hair this time around.
Well, they give you a lot of options.
I think they wanted to be a sexy, very feminine, jacked, buff guy. That's what I think.
Pretty sure, like, last night, you said, you were gonna go with the jersey, but then you said, nah, never mind.
Well, when it's not me.
Alright. I'm actually forgetting what you picked now, because in the campaign I've been watching you play, you're actually wearing the, Uncle Sam hat. So I haven't seen what you picked in a long time.
I think I ended up going with the, you know what? I don't remember what it was called. It was essentially just a plain buzz cut, though, I think. I think I went with the most boring choice possible.
Would you go with, the military cut?
Yeah,
I
is that
don't
what
know
it
what
was
they
called?
call it, but might be.
It's probably something like
The quiff.
Marine, soldier, military, I don't know.
I like the name of that one, the quiff.
The Jefferson back there. Or revolutionary, as they call it.
That's what. Yeah, that's what you went with.
I
right
went with
there.
that. And for some reason, I got a...
You kept going.
I still had to go through. I'm like, I have to. Why not?
There might be something more aesthetically pleasing down the line.
But there wasn't. Not for me.
No.
Oh, we stuck on this guy for a while. I couldn't figure out what it looked like. It was like a wet, gushy, gelled up Play-Doh kind of look.
Looks like puke.
Essentially. Say soft psychobilly? I think at that point I said it looked like one of the guys from One Direction. And that's why I skipped by it really
The
quickly.
beehive.
The beehive.
Saw a massive beehive on a transformer on the telephone pole the other day. Looked like it was out of the TV shows. Perfect. Just like oval, massive beehive hanging off that. I was like, what the hell?
Absolutely glorious.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hair in this game. Holy shit.
There is, but it's funny because like only 5 of them will be something you actually consider putting on your character.
The rest of it's just kind of there.
You know, other people will like it.
Some hair I didn't want to pick just because it was too still, though. Like, hair that would, like, probably flop all over the place.
There
I
we
could
go.
see it in cutscenes. It would look too plain. I don't know why I even bothered with the colors. I had a buzz cut.
Yeah. I think you just stick with the plain brown. Yeah, there you go. And I
think
wanted you picked the 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
but you go through every single one, like the porn stash. Why not?
Yeah, the one point in all of this is that I went with every base possible
My favorite.
lowest thing you can do.
My favorite was the molest stash.
The molest stash.
That is the face of somebody who's gonna molest you. And I like the Max Payne reference right here, Beard of Pain.
Which was another great game. Another great game. There's been
Yeah,
a lot of
just
good
finished
games
that
out
one.
lately.
Yeah, you stuck on that one for a while. I think you were figuring out the reference there.
Was I?
Yeah.
Was I? I don't think I was. It's
And I'm pretty sure the Chuck one is a reference to Chuck Norris as well.
think so. I assume so.
It looked like his beard, so.
Once again, I felt the need to go through every last possible option. That's how it always works. I know what I want early on, and then I just feel the need to see every option, only to come back to my first choice.
Well, that's how it usually works, but you never know. You might find something better.
Me here, being that picky with, like, the hair color. It's gotta match. It's gotta match the hair. Otherwise, I'll be pissed looking at it for a whole game.
Well, do the carpets match the drapes?
Do the carpets match the drapes?
Well, I don't think you get to pick pubic hair color in this. So.
I know. They should add that in 5.
We'll just assume that it matches for now.
Oh, this is where you get to decide how much it looks like you got the shit kicked out of you. I think beaten was top of the line.
Yeah, that's a little much. Don't know why you'd never clean that off and just go through the entire game looking like that.
Oh, it's a battle scar.
Blood on your face isn't a scar.
It is if you let it dry.
It's not like a Sharpie marker. It's not gonna stay there. Sharpie doesn't even stay for that long.
Not very long, no. Oh, man.
I think you're just finishing up with everything. Yeah, there you go. And now the best part.
My fellow Americans, I know a lot of people have concern. This campaign has seen a litany of negative ads.
All right, let's skip through these voices. Let's just get right to Nolan North, the best voice in the game.
Who definitely, and why is he the best voice?
Because it's awesome.
I stand before you today not.
We say America is a country of opportunity, a country where we are free to pursue
Knew going into it.
and follow our dreams. But one thing they don't tell you is that sometimes people judge you for following those dreams. I'm here today to tell you that is bullshit. I'm here today to stand up and say it is about fucking time that we recognize these individuals, not only as fellow Americans who follow their passions, but as the athletes they are. And that is why it is my pleasure to announce pole dancing as our new national sport.
That's great.
That's Nolan North being Nolan North right there.
I can't even imagine playing through the campaign with putting his voice either really high or really low.
Yeah, I was like, at this point I just wanted to see every possible thing I could do in this game.
But you lose the magic that is Nolan North when you change the pitch.
It's very magical. Playing through the campaign, it actually made most of it for me.
Hell yeah!
I think there was
just finishing Deadpool too. Whenever he like yells or says something kind of loud, I can really hear the Deadpool.
and that a lot of times is really what made it funny. Speaking of that though, it's really fun to play a game like this, especially it started, I think 3 was when it really got big, that they would really just pick apart movies and games and they would really incorporate so much of everything and you had to kind of like get it in the moment. It was more fun to people that kind of that have played all those things or seen those movies and everything.
Here we go.
I think we spent the most time on this page.
Oh yeah, but I think when we get to the end and we make our decision, I think it was...
Yeah, that one. This one was funny though. Almost went with that one.
Almost did.
This one good.
I think there was one point where we started looking for the Carlton.
We did. And you already passed that one actually, but
Yeah.
I know that we come back to it.
Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Go 3rd Street, go 3rd Street, go. Glad to see you. You want a closer look?
Back to the Nolan North thing, there was sometimes, even looking at this, I kind of wanted to just...
It's good to me.
I wasn't even what he was doing as much as I wanted to see what he would say when he was doing it. Sometimes that made it more funny.
Yeah, just listening for what he sounded like in each one was more what we were paying attention to.
How about you dodge this?
That's what we go with, right?
Yep,
That
and
one.
then in the next choice like this, we go with something else. But Trio, I was like, oh my god, how do you... You know what? To be honest, I don't think I've done that yet in the game. I think I've yet to taunt someone.
Yeah, I've never seen you do it. I've
I
never seen
need
you
to do
just
that.
randomly float.
I need to do that. I think that's been an aspect I've been leaving out.
Now, if this was Saints Row 3, it'd be a little weirder. You just randomly floating. But since you've got superpowers and everything, it's kind of
3?
You know.
I was just trying to get used to the fact that it was... Even in 2, they hadn't really gotten into the whole parody aspect. Number 1 was, for the most part, serious. 2 had a little bit of humor. 3 got a little out of hand, especially in the cutscenes. It was a little over the top. And then 4, with the incorporation of like superpowers, it's just
It's a big change.
It is a big
It's
change.
a big change.
Nightmare is here. Come on.
Just the tip.
I just noticed this at BBBJ.
Yeah, that reminded me of a line from Deadpool. Where he goes, I know I said just the tip, but come on.
Just try it.
Which, hearing Nolan say again.
Yeah.
I'll put you. Just try it.
Yeah, you were trying to figure out what this one was going to last night. Yeah.
I'll put you in a body bag.
What? Yeah, you haven't used this one yet, your taunt either.
Yeah, no, I haven't. But that's the one that
What else
that
you
we
got?
died laughing at.
Fuck
They added
you.
some pretty funny shit in this
Fuck
one.
yours. What? Yeah, whatever.
I think I end up using jerk off when I do my gang customization, but
Yeah, you do that for the gang.
You like that?
I just felt like I couldn't leave that out.
You're just a dirty little whore.
The
Those
fun-
are off at the end.
Just implies, yeah, that he
You're just
throws
a
her to the
dirty
side.
little whore.
That
That's
was
what made it for me.
Thought about it for a minute too. I'm like, no, but it was a good
Better
one.
watch it.
It's
Oh, you saw that?
sometimes it was just hard to choose just because they give you so many options in this game. Everything, there's never a category where you have like just a handful of things to choose from. There's so many ways you can go with it.
Pretty much. Yeah, a lot of these were just really funny to watch.
Like just
Coming at
This one. And it's not even the lean that made it. It
Coming
was
at
Nolan saying, coming at ya. And then he just goes straight forward.
Where'd I go? Hey,
I mean, just for the sheer fact that we're up at about 17 minutes now just doing character customization, the initial character customization just shows you how much you can do in this game versus the early parts of the
don't be
series. And
jealous now.
I'm glad that they've really vamped it up. It's really fun.
Handle this?
Yeah, I mean, I looked
That's
at the
what I
computer
thought.
last night when you were doing this, and it was up to over a half hour before you even got into the game because
Yeah.
you were spending so much time making your guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Matrix.
The Matrix.
Right now, yeah,
Oh,
you go right
did we
back
pass
into
it and I didn't even notice it? Was I not paying attention?
Yeah, apparently you weren't.
I was doing what you did last night, actually. I was paying attention last night, and you were reading the bottom. This time, I was trying to read the funny stuff at the bottom.
Wait, this is your video. I'm just the guest in this, and you're not the one paying attention. That's a bit of a problem with that.
Well, maybe I don't want to take too much of a hand in it. Maybe I want to let things happen.
You want me to do all the work then?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not my
Well,
channel, man. It's
yeah.
not my job to do.
I don't
But
know.
that was
Well,
it. That was great.
See you guys in part 2.